Could the Vancouver Canucks be on the verge of a major shakeup? Rumors are swirling that a key player may be packing his bags before the trade deadline. With a blend of excitement and uncertainty, fans are left wondering, will this former 40-goal scorer be donning a different jersey soon? The management's decision could reshape the team's future, and you won't want to miss any updates. Be sure to subscribe and hit that like button to stay in the loop on all things Canucks. The Vancouver Canucks are at a pivotal moment, and as a die-hard fan, I can feel the excitement and tension in the air. Recent reports suggest that Boeser is likely to be traded before the March 7 deadline, and I can't help but wonder what that means for our team moving forward. Nick Kypreos from Sportsnet shared some intriguing insights about Boeser, highlighting that the Canucks may be ready to part ways with him despite the fact that he's a pending unrestricted free agent. It's a wild ride, and I'm here to break it down for you. As we all know, Boeser has been a significant part of this team, showing flashes of brilliance throughout his career. This season, he's had his ups and downs, tallying 27 points in 36 games with 15 goals and 12 assists. Yet, the whispers of a potential trade are growing louder, especially considering that contract negotiations with the Canucks aren't progressing. Kypreos emphasizes that while the Canucks appreciate their overall roster, they don't see themselves as a team that can afford to hold on to a player like Boeser this season. That's a tough pill to swallow for many of us who have rooted for him. What makes this even more complicated is the emergence of Kiefer Sherwood, who has stepped up with 13 goals in 43 games. His performance could cushion the blow of losing Boeser, and it seems the Canucks are willing to take that risk. It's a clear indication that they are looking to reshape the squad, possibly eyeing a return that could help bolster their future. But the real question remains, is this the right decision for the franchise? I'm torn on this one. On one hand, I understand the business side of things. If we can get a decent return for Boeser, it could be an essential move for the Canucks' long-term success. However, as a fan, it's hard to let go of a player who has the potential to light up the score sheet. Will this trade signal a shift in our identity, or will it be a necessary step toward rebuilding and retooling the team? The urgency is palpable with only 51 days until the trade deadline. Patrick Alvin has a big decision to make. He could look to deal Boeser, or he could double down and try to secure a contract extension. Either way, the implications for the team are massive. A trade could provide us with valuable assets, but it could also leave a hole in our lineup that may take time to fill. I can't help but think about what this means for the fans, the hopes and dreams we have for the team's success this season and beyond. And let's not forget the emotional toll this takes on us, the fans. Every time a player we've cheered for becomes the subject of trade talks, it stirs up a whirlwind of feelings. Do we want to see Boeser in a different jersey? The thought alone is difficult to process. But if it's what's best for the future of the Canucks, I suppose we have to trust the management to make the right call. So what do you think? Is trading Boeser the right move, or should the Canucks try to work out a deal to keep him in Vancouver? I want to hear your opinions down below. This is a critical moment for the team, and your voice matters as we navigate these uncertain waters together. Insider sources have been buzzing lately about potential trades involving our Vancouver Canucks, and the latest rumors have the New Jersey Devils as a team to watch. Nick Kypreos from Sportsnet mentioned that we should keep an eye on New Jersey for players like Elias Pettersson and JT Miller. Now, let's break this down, because it's not just idle chatter. There's a lot at stake here for our team. The Devils have some attractive assets that the Canucks could find appealing. With about $7.469 million in cap space leading up to the trade deadline, they're in a position to make moves. But here's where it gets interesting. The Devils already have a strong lineup of versatile forwards, and they're scoring goals like it's going out of style, currently sitting 9th in the NHL in that department. So, do they really need another high-priced center like Miller or Pettersson? That's a question worth pondering. What stands out to me is the flexibility the Devils possess. Their roster is loaded with centers and wingers who can adapt to various roles. Even though they might not seem like they need another center, bringing in someone like Pettersson or Miller could elevate their already potent offense to an entirely new level. It's that versatility that makes them a potential fit. Now, let's talk about contracts. Miller and Pettersson both come with hefty price tags, but it's a manageable situation considering the salary cap is on the rise. Pettersson's deal might seem a bit steep, but it also provides some cost certainty moving forward. The Canucks need to weigh their options here, especially when it comes to retaining or trading these key players. As for the Canucks, it's still unclear whether they'll trade one or both of them. There's a lot of speculation, but it's worth noting that Miller has a full no-move clause, giving him some control over his destiny. While many insiders believe he's more likely to be on the move, the reality is that he can influence where he ends up. So why would the Devils be interested in Miller or Pettersson? Beyond the cap space, they possess a treasure trove of assets, including 3 second-round picks in 2025 and a first-round pick in 2026. Plus, they have a solid pool of prospects like Anton Salayev and Seamus Casey, who could be appealing to the Canucks. If Vancouver is looking for a defenseman, the Devils have the depth to make it happen, possibly moving someone like Dawson Mercer to facilitate a deal. But let's not overlook the emotional aspect for the players. Why would Miller or Pettersson want to go to a team that's still finding its footing? The answer is simple. The Devils are poised to compete this season. They're not just a bunch of young talents. They're a legitimate contender. Imagine Pettersson or Miller playing alongside the likes of Jack Hughes or Nico Hischier. It's a tantalizing thought, isn't it? Now, I can't help but feel torn about this whole situation. On one hand, keeping Pettersson and Miller could mean maintaining our competitive edge. On the other hand, trading them could provide significant returns that help us rebuild and bolster our future. So, was it the best decision to explore trades? Honestly, I'm not sure. I want to hear from you all. What do you think? Are we at a crossroads where we must choose between hanging on to our stars or cashing in for the future? I know emotions run high when it comes to our Canucks, and this is a massive topic. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions. Down below. Are you in favor of keeping our core intact, or do you believe it's time for a shakeup? Let's get that debate going in the comments. If you want to stay updated on all things Canucks and dive deep into these discussions, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates.